Hello everyone, my name is Mark Banks and I've been a part of NBA since March this year. Now I wanted to do a video because I'm getting a lot of people reach out to me and ask me, how do I put everything together? So yes, they've learnt, or you guys have learnt how to chart on TradingView. You've understood how to muck around on the exchanges such as Binance or Bitmex. You've had to play with the calculator perhaps, but you're not sure how to put everything together and go from a clean chart to finding your position on the calculator to then going and placing a trade on the exchange. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to attempt to show you how this all comes together. Now, I think it's very important that we use the calculators, especially when starting out. So two people in the community, Donnie and I think it was Chris, have made these calculators and they are amazing. You simply put the information from the chart onto the calculator and it does the rest. So we don't have to work out numbers. We don't have to work out what our leverage should be. It does it all for us. Now what I would say to you is, if you're using this calculator, which you should be, if you're using this calculator, make sure you follow exactly what the leverage says. So for me, if it says leverage 49, I'm using 49x leverage. If it says leverage 17.4, I'm using 17.4 leverage. Now what does that do? That's gonna make sure you have the least amount of money on the table, so you're not risking as much. You're gonna win the maximum from that trade, and you're also gonna make sure you don't get liquidated. Now, I think it's very, how can I put it? I think it's a must that you learn about liquidation, because you should go through your whole trading career not getting liquidated more than, I believe, once or twice at the start. Because once you understand what liquidation is and you understand how to use these calculators, then your liquidation will never happen. So there's certain numbers you have to stick between. You can't have a 4% stop loss and a 30x because you will be liquidated. And this is why I strongly recommend to put in the numbers in the calculator. Whatever that says, just follow that. Follow that and let the rest happen. So yeah, I'm gonna run through some trades now, and look, hopefully I've cleared things up for you guys. If there's something I've missed, let me know and maybe I can help out, but otherwise hopefully I can just put together a package to give you an understanding how to run from A to Z and sit back and let the trade play out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is start with a clean chart on TradingView. Now we've got a clean chart and the coin we're trading is ETH paired against BTC on the Z20 contract, which is a BitMEX coin. So what I like to do is sometimes I go down to the line chart. Now this is because it cuts out all the noise and I can clearly see what's actually happening here. So if we look, we've actually just broken this downtrend and we've got to push through, and actually a very nice retest here. Now I wasn't around the computer at the time, so I missed this trade, but that would have been a perfect entry. But it doesn't matter, we never FOMO because there's always more opportunities. So for those who've done the course now, I can actually identify something else we've got here, which is a nice bullish continuation pattern. So like a bull triangle or a bull flag. I do get confused between which is which, but I think this is a bull triangle. Now what I would be looking for here is a breakthrough, retest, and then push up. Well, we didn't mean that last line there, so we'll just erase that and we'll do that again. So push through, retest, and finishing out at the start of the formation. So you can see you can actually do a whole chart, not that I ever do it, but you could do it without even needing to go to candles. So there's two ways to do this. You can wait till the price pushes through resistance and then enter, but the risk is it might actually be a wick and it might come back down, and even worse, it might turn into an inverted hammer on resistance, which is a bearish sign. So I like to wait for the price to push up, close that candle above resistance, and then come back down for the retest. So how do we actually execute this trade? Now once you upgrade from the free version, you can actually set alerts. Now alerts are a trader's dream, and I couldn't trade without them actually. It saves you having to sit in front of the charts all day. So you add alert, Now, for me, I want to know once the prices went above and it's closed. So it's closed above, then my phone's going to alert me, not once it hits above. So to get alert when it closes, you click on this one here, once per bar close. Create that alert. Now we want to know what's our entry going to look like. So we want our stop loss to be below the previous low and our take profit at the start of the formation. So look, this is the magic right here. You can see all the information is here. Our entry is the gray box, our stop loss is the red, and our take profit is the green. So now we simply, excuse me guys, we simply convert these numbers and put them into the calculator that MBA has provided us. A couple of students have made these. So then we go to the calculator. Now let's say you have an account balance of quarter of a Bitcoin, so 0.025. We want to risk more, we want to risk 1%. We select the pair, so we're on ETH Z20. Now our stop loss, if we hover over it, we're 1.35. Okay, so we change that to 1.35%. Our take profit will be 2.05. You can see that number there. 2.05. Whoop. 2.05. Now our entry is the grey box, so 0.02731. 0.02731. Now that's it. The magic is done by the calculator. We didn't have to think of position size or risk of leverage. It's all done for us. So if you have a look here, we need to be placing a trade to the value of 6 ETH on 41x leverage. So we go down to 6 ETH, limit, 6 ETH. We go down to the leverage here and we click 41, we accept. We type in the price. So our price is the grey box, 0.02731. 0.02731. That's it. Now we would actually we want to have post only on, which reduces the fees, I believe, but we don't want reduce only on. That's if you're exiting a trade. So we would post this and you'll be able to see our price is actually now in the books, but we cannot stop there. We have to always do our stop loss. So our stop loss is in the red, 0.02694. So we go to stop market. Now we never want to write a stop limit, always do a stop market. This makes sure your stop actually gets executed. So 0.02694. All right, we've got close on trigger because when it hits that, we want to exit the trade. That's it. Place. Okay, done. Now we can see our limit is there. So when the price gets from here down to that, it's going to execute. We're going to be in the books. Now if the price starts going south, 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 and it hits this red line, this is our stop loss, we're out. Now the beauty of this is the calculator has worked out if it hits that stop loss, we've lost no more than 1% of our whole portfolio. So no matter what, you've got 99% left. But why I love BitMex is if the price is starting to go in your profit area, we're making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. You can actually bring the stop loss up beneath the previous low, beneath the previous low, beneath the previous low. So it's very functional. The other platform doesn't have this, Binance, where this one is amazing for trade management, for moving your stop loss and things like that. So there you go. I've done a complete trade, a complete chart in a few minutes, starting from a blank screen, identifying what we like. Now remember, if there's nothing I didn't like, I would not enter this trade. You then put the numbers from this, so your stop loss percent and your take profit percent, you place them into the calculator, put your account balance, and here is the magic. This is where you want to be following 6 ETH at 41x leverage. Now remember, follow the calculator, do 41, not 40x, and don't do 42x. 41x is what it says, so that's what I'm going to enter as. So guys, there you have it. I've shown you how to place the trade from charting on TradingView, moving that over to the calculator, which MBA students have provided us, and then moving those numbers into your exchange. And as I said, make sure you don't change the leverage and you don't fiddle with things, because our main goal is to have as less money on the trade as possible, to win the most with the highest leverage as possible, but safely. And the biggest thing is to not get liquidated. So follow the calculator and then you should be able to put everything into one. Now, my big suggestion is go out there and start practicing. I have made so many mistakes on these exchanges when I was starting. I haven't actually made a mistake in many months, but about 3 days ago, I got stopped out in a trade. And for some reason, I don't know how, but it's down to user error, I lost 2% instead of 1. So it just goes to show that, no matter how many trades you've done, you're still gonna make errors. So don't beat yourself up over it. Just get out there, put $100 in your account and start making trades at 1% risk. So that means you're gonna lose $1 every time you lose a trade. But end of the month, if you've made 5%, 10%, well, that's amazing. And then you can start, putting more money in once you're safe and confident to do so. So yeah, don't beat yourself up about making mistakes. Remember the basic things. Go over the video. I'm sure there's things I haven't covered in this, and if there is, I do apologize. Reach out to me and I will do my best to help. Now, I've advanced a long way, and it's all thanks to MBA Trading Academy. Now, these guys have an amazing structure. We have 2,000 plus traders and growing very nicely. Amazing mentors. We have 5 Zooms per week where we chart up to 30 to 40 different coins, and we just get to progress and accelerate our learning. So if you're stuck in your trading or you want to be a part of a community, reach out to me and I'll help you sign up to MBA Trading Academy. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.